Hi, last 1 or 2 days, a lot of students have asked me, sir, which is the MBA, which MBA will get you a better chance to go abroad. So which made me make this video. So at number 5, or the least chances of going abroad is with MBA with HR. Unless you become an HR consultant, बात अलग है. Otherwise, HR से abroad जाने के chances बहुत कम है because every country have their own rules. So going through via HR is the most difficult thing. And if you go sector wise, then if you go for BPO or KPO, then chances of going abroad are quite low. See, again, it depends on case by case. There are BPO, KPO which have an international exposure, which give an international exposure. There might be some HR company which might give an international exposure. But in general, otherwise, see, KPO is opening up a captive center in India so that they can outsource the jobs. So sending you abroad, chances are less. Yeah. So according to me, number 5 is HR. Number 4, if we move the value chain, is finance. And if you join a bigger bank, if you join a bigger MNC, see, license of a bank is an India license. It's only to work in India. So they can't send you abroad from that point of view. Now, there might be cases, and I want you to post that in the comments, like your dad might have went abroad via a bank, like they do, yeah, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, even they have the international offices, they send their staff there. लेकिन ज़्यादा कहाँ पर है वो बांग्लादेश, नेपाल, सिंगापुर, because all the branches are in that areas. So going via finance is a difficult thing. Now there might be a few friends, like for example my friends, they joined Citibank in Singapore directly, but that was not Citibank for finance. They went via marketing. So at number 3 is marketing. So it's more chances of going abroad. Now, if you don't come with IIM Ahmedabad there, IIM Ahmedabad JB, because if the person, for example, IIM calculator report I've seen, almost 25% of the batch, the first 25% of the batch have got an average salary of 40 lakhs. So if I'm paying 40 lakhs to the guy, so obviously main role have to be international exposure. I have to train him or I have to make sure that he work internationally. So leaving them apart, I'm talking about आम आदमी, ठीक है, कि normal आदमी के लिए finance से better is marketing to go abroad. For example, a lot of companies will send you abroad, but for SAARC nation, most of them are for SAARC nations. For example, my chacha retired from the corporate world. He was traveling to all the SAARC nations, Bangladesh, Nepal, because India becomes their hub to travel abroad. And a lot of companies, like all the travel companies, everything. So marketing is number 3. Same way, if I add sectorial MBA as well, pharma will come here. Pharma, HR, again, chances of going abroad are less. Yeah, and I want you to comment here in case you have any, if you don't like this thing or if you don't add something, you please mention there. Number 2 is consulting. That's more of a sector again, because when I was to do my MBA, I did research, because being a Punjabi, हमें abroad जाना होता है, passport पे stamp चाहिए, बस किधर भी भेज दो, but passport पे stamp होना चाहिए. So consulting is one area where, because being a consultant, आपका इंडिया में कुछ काम है ही नहीं. All jobs, all the consulting profiles are required abroad. Fine, where you are doing the advisory to all the senior people. India problem is Indian private company, they think the CEO think himself is a advisor to himself. So he advises or he have their own core team. But abroad, they hire consultant to go. Now again, Indian consulting companies are hiring for the Indian client as well. For example, those who work for ONGC, the company consulting firms who work for ONGC. So then that is sectorial MBA. Then that is India based, but that is a very few number of companies. So again, case by case जाएंगे तो there are cases who are going abroad or not, but most of the time if you get into a consulting firm, the chance of going abroad is much more. Number 1 is not international business. See, IB, if I talk about international business, for example, those who go to IFT, in that case everyone should go abroad because they are international foreign trade. See, IFT is Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, is a study about foreign trade, not going abroad. Here I'm talking about going abroad. For example, at IFT also you can do finance, marketing, HR, IT, operation, you can do all those things. Yeah, so consulting or so IB में क्या कर रहे हो, that is more important. But number 1 is IT. As an Indian MBA, if you are going to an IT company, within 2 years you will be abroad. I can give you in writing, unless you don't want to go abroad or unless you perform bad, you are going abroad within 2 years, because the Indian IT company, your billability in India is not justified. Yeah. For example, if you go abroad, I used to work as a consultant in UK. So at my consulting firm, one of the project was to outsource to India. So that day I realized, as a consultant in Europe, you are paid around £1,000 per day. In UK, £1,000 per day you are paying to the consultant. In India, you can hire a MBA from the top B school by paying £1,000 per month. Yeah, that's why the Indian IT companies also hire in bulk. Because तुम्हें एक दिन भी billability कर दिया, one day also if they can make you billable, they're able to recover your cost. Yeah, so all I will do is make you billable for 12 days in a complete 1 year, and apart from that, everything come across is my gain. Yeah, so that's my order: IT, consulting, marketing, finance, HR. Now, if you have come across any cases, so HR guy who went abroad, a finance guy who went abroad, yeah, maybe you yourself who is a IT expert but never went abroad, please do comment. I would be love to see that. Again, IT company case by case. If you have an Indian client, you won't go abroad. But most of the time, if they are hiring an MBA, the main role is to sell him abroad. Sell him matlab to send him for the assignment abroad. Yeah, so this is my order of the 5 branches. Operation कहाँ जाएगा? Operation में again depend on where you work. Operation के बाद if you join Godrej Boys, then obviously you will be doing here marketing और operation में जाएगा. Operation के बाद if you go to consulting, it will be going here. So operation I think is at par with HR only, because operation is operational process excellence. For that you need to be near the plant. You do need to go abroad. Yeah, unless a plant is abroad. For example, in Bajaj, there was a chemical company which came on campus, and the placement was in US. So obviously directly joining will be US. In Vilinker, there was a company who came on campus, went to Gems, Diamond and Gems company. Unka production department was in Singapore, so they have to go to Singapore for that. That's a different case. If you join an MNC, obviously you have to go abroad. But looking at the streams, this is my preference. Yeah. So do comment, let's see, and do comment about MBA only. I don't want to be innovative about anything else. For example, you might be saying, "Arey doctor to baar jata hi nahi hai, ya ye baar jata hi nahi hai." So that's a different story. I'm not talking about outside MBA world. ऐसे तो terrorist बन जाओ, सीधा on site, Syria, Jordan, all the best.